Right now at 11 o'clock, we begin with breaking news, and it's a sad update. This storm has turned deadly. We've learned an infant has died.
Investigators say a redwood tree fell onto a home on Joy Road in Occidental. That's in rural Sonoma County. Inside the home was also the child's parents. They were not hurt. Rescue crews say they are responding to this call, as you could imagine, was just so difficult.
Anytime you have a situation like this, especially with a child, everybody's emotions are a lot higher. A lot of the people in our fire department have kids that age, and I can see that some of them were having a little distress about it.
We are working to learn more at this point on exactly what happened here. We, of course, will keep you updated, bring you the very latest as soon as it becomes available to us.
You can imagine how difficult it is for those fire crews responding. There's widespread damage and widespread problems tonight. The high winds pummeling communities late this evening. The wind could be the biggest problem as we head into Thursday. Take a look here. This is a gas station in Daly City. The canopy or the awning there over the gas pumps collapsed in this intense weather. We're going to go live there in just a moment.
And it's a domino effect. The rain and the wind leading to widespread power outages. At this hour, nearly 100,000 PG&E customers in the dark. Many power lines going down across the Bay Area. And you see right here, as we approach midnight, crews are busy clearing out trees that block roads and crash through homes. And we are still dealing with flooding as well. Rising waters have a lot of communities and business owners on alert. All of this while nearly 100,000 customers in the dark tonight. We talked about this, right? But here's now a look at PG&E's outage map. Most of those outages are on the peninsula, with 41,000 customers without power right now. But you can see just how much damage there is as well across all parts of the Bay Area.
Yeah, close to 100,000 customers now without power. And this is just the beginning. More storms are right around the corner, not just in the hours to come, but the days to come. We have a team of reporters across the region. Let's start, though, with our chief meteorologist right here in studio with us, Jeff Ranieri. Jeff, what's the updated timeline?
Well, that main strong front that we had moved through this afternoon, that's now already pushing over the Sierra, but we're still going to undergo these periods of moderate to heavy rainfall through the next 24 hours, and that's why we're really not in the clear from this storm system just yet. Rainfall totals adding up the highest over the Santa Cruz Mountains so far, 2 to 4 inches. Santa Rosa, 1.73, and less for Redwood City and San Jose. The storm picked up so much speed this afternoon that thankfully it did limit some of those rainfall totals today. But again, the wind that's bringing down trees and continually making it dangerous here tonight. We got up to 90 miles per hour in Marin County, Mount Allison 76 miles per hour, Mount Diablo 74, Oakland Airport at 59. Now I can show you the wind tomorrow morning, 20 to about 40 miles per hour. Then by tomorrow afternoon, that wind will start to calm down. Let's take it back to the radar right now, and we are tracking some of those moderate to heavier pockets on Storm Ranger, our mobile Doppler radar. It's going to continue to pick it up here through Benicia, Oakland, and Walnut Creek through the next hour. A second zone of rain here from South San Francisco to Redwood City, moving off towards Newark and Fremont as well through this next hour. Real quick, I also want to show you some of the trouble spots we are watching. Of course, the Russian River at Guerneville. If you live in this area, you're going to be going to a flood stage, we think, tomorrow up to 34 feet. Flood stage is 32. Now, Sunday, this is the new information today, may go up to 39 feet, which is right near major flood stage. We're also watching Colgan Creek near Sebastopol, moderate flooding there. Willowbrook at Stony Point Road, some moderate flooding as well. So a reminder, do not drive through water if you don't know the depth. Only 1 to 2 feet of water can actually carry a car away, and that's where that can turn deadly as well. We've got more details on all the storms in the next 7 days coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, Jeff, thanks so much. Let's go ahead and head over to the peninsula now, where we showed you that big problem at the Valero gas station out there. NBC Bay Area's Gia Vang is in South San Francisco. Gia, what do we know at this point?
Well, Audrey, I can tell you right now, we've got rain, we've got winds, they're kind of whipping all directions, and we've got this giant gas station canopy right there on the ground. Shows you how powerful the winds were earlier tonight. Gusts hitting up to 40 miles per hour in this area when it took down this canopy. It happened around 4:30, according to people who were here at the time. Now, we're also told that gas station workers, they cleared the area already because they knew it was a possibility. The awning was already slumping and it was very windy. Nobody ended up getting hurt. About half an hour later in SF, over scaffolding, which then fell onto power lines. This was at 24th and South Van Ness around 5 when winds were whipping from 30 to 50 miles per hour. It knocked out power to thousands of people in the area. Those people say might not get restored until tomorrow night.
This is a great reminder, if you don't need to be out driving in this weather wherever you are in this storm system, please consider staying at home.
Gia Vang reporting there, and you can see her audio taking some hits there. I think that must be weather related. She is standing in the thick of things there in South San Francisco with the wind, as she said, and the rain coming down at this hour. Gia Vang reporting from that Valero station where that canopy collapsed.
I think it's safe to say the damage is everywhere tonight in Concord. Take a look here. Fallen trees blocked part of Treat Boulevard between San Miguel and Navarone Way. You can see the workers cleaning up the debris there. In all, 3 trees fell, blocking traffic for quite some time. And it appears the road is going to be open again soon.
And we're going to be seeing dozens, if not hundreds, of downed trees. This is in Atherton. This tree came down onto a home. You can see some of the damage here. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but the homeowner tells us there is water damage because the roof partially collapsed from the weight of that tree.
And several trees came down in Benicia as well, damaging a business there. Another fell on a car. Crews were busy clearing the debris from the roadway there as well. And high waters in Martinez. This is at Arthur and Pacheco. As you can see, the entire intersection there is underwater.
911 operators in San Francisco are being flooded with calls. The city's asking people to try to call 311 instead. Mayor Breed and SF Emergency Services held a news conference earlier today. The mayor said San Francisco is under a flood warning and too many people simply are calling 911 for non-emergencies.
911 is extremely busy right now. So we again ask the public for storm-related issues that are not life safety, please use 311. That is the fastest way for us to get the information and to dispatch a response to the effects of storms.
So if you can, 311, unless it's a real life or safety emergency. Officials also ask people to stay at home if you can to help limit the number of accidents and the traffic.
Well, North Bay is being hit hard from the Russian River to Marin County.
NBC Bay Area's Terry McSweeney joins us now tonight in San Anselmo. And Terry, you know so well that San Anselmo is always a trouble spot when we get weather like this.
Yeah, several years ago, the entire downtown was inundated with floodwater. And still to this day, when people want to know if it's going to flood here, they check out the creek that flows right through town. And as you can see, it is swirling, but it is nowhere near flood level. Now, different story. Go north of here up to Nevada. We found a family, when they want to know if it's going to flood again at their house, and I do mean again, they check out their computer screens.
The main creek that runs behind us, and we've got a tributary that runs right behind our property here.
The Smith family keeps their eyes on computer screens, telling them how the creeks are doing and how much rain is falling, while at the same time checking NBC Bay Area's website to see where the storm is right now. Now, they caught a break in the storm tonight for about an hour, but they know the storm could bring mud right into their street and right into their garage. That has happened many times before.
The street you drove in on will be a river. I'll have a garage full of water and flood mud to clean up, which is not terrible, but the mud that remains after the water subsides, it's not only dirty, but who knows what's in that mud.
Up in Sonoma County tonight in the town of Guerneville, the Russian River is rising. It's expected to crest just over flood stage tomorrow night and again on Sunday. An evacuation warning has been issued, but some locals we've met told us they have been through this before and they're ready for it. There was also a power outage in town tonight, which sent people to the gas station to fill their containers to keep their generators going. Here in San Anselmo, we've got a downpour going on right now. A few moments ago, we had a couple of huge gusts of wind. The storm is far from over. People still keeping their eye on the creek that goes right through town. Live in San Anselmo, Terry McSweeney, NBC Bay Area News.
The city of San Jose has issued a mandatory evacuation order.
You heard right there. Also, evacuation warnings tonight. You just heard San Jose police driving by creeks, telling people to move to higher ground. The areas around the Russian River are also being asked to leave, as well as a few communities near hillsides that are in the danger of possibly sliding.
Yeah, and can you imagine, for so many people, it's alarming to get those evacuation warnings, especially when you just see the police officers roaming through your neighborhood. Late tonight, another warning in South San Jose. Ross Creek may be overflowing, and there are a lot of homes there. This is a dense area.
Alyssa Goard is out there live for us this evening. Ross Creek near Cambrian Park. Alyssa, what are you seeing out there?
Well, Audrey and Raj, the good news tonight is that so far on Cherry Avenue, we have not seen flooding in the roadway here, and we've been here for a couple hours now. But what we have heard in the past hour is the wind pick up, and it's been howling over Ross Creek here. People who were in San Jose got this alert on their phones saying that overtopping was imminent at Ross Creek here at Cherry Avenue. People were understandably shaken to get that alert. The streets here, though they're not flooded, the city crews are standing by with signs seemingly ready to close the road if things get worse. And we've seen a lot of neighbors around here. Here's what a few of them said who pulled up to look at the creek.
Maybe in another 4 or 5 hours, maybe it'll start coming up. I'm sure these guys wouldn't be here closing off the road if they didn't think that it was going to go above.
And I was a little concerned about when I saw the water coming up.
And the city is asking residents to avoid the area of Cherry Avenue and Jarvis Avenue near Ross Creek and not to drive into flooded roads if they see them. The city also has an emergency evacuation center set up in partnership with the Red Cross. It's open 24 hours and located at the Seven Trees Community Center. And so far, while the only people who've been headed there are folks who are unhoused in the community, it really is open to anyone and there's no reservation required. And this creek here back out at Ross Creek, it's continued to move really quickly, and you can see based on the numbers, the tick marks on the side of the creek, it's actually moved down a couple notches, and so that's a good sign. The residents say it's a welcome sign to see a little bit less water in this creek over the last couple hours. They hope that will continue over the night, but they plan to keep coming out here. Some of them even on basis to check and see how the water is looking as this storm continues. Live in San Jose, Alyssa Goard, NBC Bay Area News.
Okay, Alyssa, thank you. It's just a fine line between what's coming up near the road and then when it goes over the road. We've seen it last weekend in Palo Alto and East Palo Alto in various spots in the East Bay and North Bay, and now we're on the verge, but so far okay in South San Jose.
Great to see that they're doing okay there so far. Let's go ahead and take a live look at SFO now, where flights are being impacted by the storm. As you could imagine, according to FlightAware, San Francisco had 349 delays today, 92 cancellations. San Jose International had 90 delays and 14 cancellations, and Oakland had 95 delays and 8 cancellations. Thousands of passengers who were either coming into the Bay Area or headed out are affected. And just listen to the intensity of that rain and wind, right? This is on Mount Tamalpais. Winds there got up to 55 miles an hour. And we can't stress this enough. Our NBC Bay Area app is a very useful tool to have during these storms. We'll tip you off about the rain minutes before it happens, plus send you other important alerts affecting your neighborhood.
Yeah, best part of it for me is you can see that Doppler radar when it's coming in a 4-hour loop. We will be under a microclimate weather alert until tomorrow morning. In fact, through tomorrow morning. You've seen Terry in the North Bay right now getting a lot of rain. Alyssa in the South Bay getting rained on. We are going to start our newscast early tomorrow in full force as the storm continues. Join us for a special edition of our morning program Today in the Bay beginning at 4 a.m.